Good evening there. You're watching QTV Youth Dialogue and I am Jennifer Sonko. Thank you so much for joining us on the show. We apologize for repeating the show last week. We were busy up country to actually get amazing content for all of you. So we went to Kudang, we went to Nyamina with ActionAid just to wrap up the year 2023, and it has been really, really amazing. I think this is my favorite time of the year when I just get to sit down and look back at the amazing content, the amazing episodes that we've provided for you all, and you know, the calls, the contributions coming from you, and just the moral support. It is amazing. So we're completely wrapping up the year this November and filtering it down to December, inshallah. So part of the content I went to look for, the Malensi Nyamarek, I'm going to give you guys, you know, a snippet of what we did up country. So I featured in this video 2 young people who are actually in the tourism sector in Alberta. So rural tourism in Gambia is really, really underrated, honestly. There are a lot of beautiful places up country. You know, we just have to expose these places to our tourists and empower young people at the end of the day. I went to Alberta and then I met these young people rather. I interacted with them. I see a zeal, you know, they're so enthusiastic to work, but then the support is lacking. I'm not just going to say everything. Let me just allow you guys to go and watch it on your own. It's a 15 minutes insert. You're going to watch it. And when we come back, I have a special guest for you all. I am not going to give you guys spoilers. I'm not going to mention who this person is. We're just going to go for a short break, watch this inspirational 15 minutes video. And when we come back, I'll inform you of who our special guest is. So you might want to have some popcorn and sit down and relax and guess who my next guest is going to be. So let's go for this break and we'll be right back.
My name is Adama Jata. I'm the president of Violence Against Girls. Our motto is ending violence through art because we believe that we can empower women by giving them skills. Well, we do tie and dye and batik, and we sell those materials. From the money that we gathered, we organize a training by having 20 women or 20 girls and give them the training that they need. By training them soap making, tie and dye and batik and weaving. Because by Violence Against Girls, we believe that if a woman has a skills or can help himself, well, I believe if we empower these women, it will help them a lot. They can help their family, kids, and help themselves. Because sometimes frustration can make you to do something that you don't want. Like your son is sick or your daughter is sick, you don't have money to take your daughter to the hospital or anything. You might do something wrong by sleeping with men or men harassing you before you get money from them. So we believe, Violence Against Girls, we believe that if you have a skill, you can work for yourself, nobody will harass or sexual abuse you. That's why we are giving out the skills freely to the women and the girls. Well, marketing is my big problem right now, marketing. That's why we have the restaurant, so that when tourists come and have their lunch or breakfast or dinner, we can still gather that money so that we can have the funding that we need to empower women and girls. Well, if I have the right support, I want to make it a big center as far as this place is a trade market, so that tourists will come and feel the historical place, the way it was running. They can buy some stuff, they will have training and have gift to take along. And always they will remember the trade market as the seafood building. I think it's lack of education and lack of skills. Because if you can work for yourself, you will never think of traveling outside to struggle. I think the government have to help us to create more skills and job opportunities. Because in the village, most of the people in the village, there is no work for them, except they go to the farm and come and sit home. It's very painful for them. For us to convince them, it will be very painful, because they will say that we are working, we don't feel the pain. But actually, we are the one feeling the pain, because we know what we are feeling. We are working, and sometimes we will not even have food to eat.
I've been in the boat business for more than 6 years now. Yeah, I'm a boat captain. So we do transport tourists from the mainland to the Kunta Kinte Island. For the past 6 years, it was so difficult for us because I started on this year, how to call it, before the Corona. So it was so difficult for us because I have the boat, and after the Corona was having, so it was very, very, very difficult for us. And we were sitting for more than 3 years with no customers. So it was so terrible for about the Corona. And later this year we hope so. Okay, we hope so this year it will be better because we are expecting more guests and more tourists so that the season can be good because that's what we are hoping so. Since the season started, so far so good. It's not yet better, but we have little a day. We can have one trip a day. So we are in a lot of boat owners. We are here, but sometimes some people don't even go to the island because we don't have enough customers. So, but sometimes for me, I have been for the business for more time because so many people contact me. They call me before the very day they will come. So I took them to the island. So that's why for me, every day, as little as one trip, I can have it to go to the island. The island in this moment, I can say is in a very bad looking, because every year the water erosion is coming. Every year is taking something out of the island, because the island was big. It was big and bigger, but now it is very, very small because of the erosion of the water. And we are expecting from like UNESCO, the sponsors, because I think so they will be connected with the UNESCO, with the government, to give more support to us to build to renovate the island, because the island nowadays is getting very, very small and small. Because that's what we are expecting from the government, to help us to make the island, because many tourists are complaining the island is gone and it's little. Many things are gone now, so they don't show them. So because it is our big problem in this moment, because of many tourists are complaining that the island is going down. So the government, we are seeking helpness from them to build to make the island better looking. Because if you compare this island to Gore, is quite different. When you go to Gore is more than, I can say, 6 times bigger than this island. So you can see many tourists, they go to Fatala more than in James Island. Because today I was even in Bara, but I cannot even count the car. A lot of tourists, they go to the Fatala, because there is animals. So there's a lot of things what you can see in Gore in Senegal. So if we also have that kind of things in the island too, you can see the marketing will be very good, and we will have more customer, and we will be happy, because we will see more customers. Customers will be very interested in the island, because they will see now the island is very okay. They have rebuilt it, so many things is there. Then we are expecting to have more customers too. Yeah, this bridge now is I born and I found this bridge here, because I don't know for how long it is here. But this bridge now, you can see, is very old, and is getting old and old every day. And it's not even safe, because all time we boat owners, we are even scared, because all time you can see on the ground, you can see something is damaged, and all day some things it drop down, like this concrete is damaged and it's dropping down every day and day. So it is not safe. And we are also expecting we are expecting sponsors to help us to have a very good and very strong bridge, because this is a tourist industry. Because why the tourists are coming here is because of the island. So if you see the tourists are coming here because of the island, they also want to be happy when they come here, see very good things and very interesting things. But you can see the bridge is very, very old, and we are expecting, we hope so, they will make it, because it was told by the World Bank, they come here with the UNESCO. So they told us they will make the bridge together with the island. So we are expecting, hope so, they will do it. For me, I don't want to go to Backway. It is never in my plan. I have the money, I can go. I have the money, but it is never in my plan to go to Backway. For me, my fellow young boys, young men, when the money you have before you take the boat from here to Europe, I think this money you can do it for business. Maybe you can do it for other things. You can earn money little by little better than going to Europe. But in my thinking, because when I heard it from many people, we suffered here. Boy, there is nothing here. We cannot do anything. So I'm also. It's just like government should encourage the youth to create many things in the country. Like factory, like the engines, like many things. Yeah, so when that is happening in the country, you can see the youth can be happy and stay in the country, so that they can also engage in something to do. But when there is nothing like this in the country, the youth, they will put all their minds only going to the backway. And this backway now is a big problem. It is a big problem, because many people die on the way, many people are on the way, many people are suffering, they are deporting many people. So we encounter a lot of problems on this. So it's only the government who can stop it, create more job employees, and so that the youth can be engaged about the job, and they can do something at the end of the day to help their family.
It's called calling on government and calling on everyone to put their hands together to provide opportunities for young people. To be honest, I had to get in that boat. And when I was getting in that boat, it was really scary for me. It was really scary. It took me 15 minutes to settle in the boat. So I was like, for young people to get into that boat, to go to another country very far, it means they're desperate. They're really, really desperate. That is why they're taking this journey. So we are calling on the Gambia government and other partners to come up with more innovative ways to attract young people to stay in their own country and make it here. So talking about staying in your own country and making it here, I'm joined by an individual who's in his own country and making it through music. Hussein Dada, welcome to the program.
Hey Jay, thanks for having me tonight.
Yeah.
I want to say a big thanks to you, for having me here, and shout outs to all our viewers right now. Your favorite boys in the building.
Yeah.
Not like this is not new. This is my home.
Yes.
We're always here.
Yeah.
But like today, we're on a different occasion, so y'all stay tuned.
And I'm happy you started with that to say it's on a different program.
Yeah.
On here, it's more educational. It's more of a mentorship to young people, steps towards, being Hussein Dada and all of that.
Yeah.
But, first off, let's talk about Hussein Dada at school. That's where we're going to start. How was Hussein Dada at school? Were you taking your textbooks and writing music?
Well, actually, Hussein Dada in school was just a shy boy.
Okay.
I was in like the popular kids in school. I was in like the loud students. I was just like a neat student who would just wake up in the morning, go to school, and then go back home. The same way I left home, that's the same way. Yeah, all the time. Yeah.
I know those kinds of students.
Exactly.
I know those kinds of students.
So that was the type of student I was. But like most important, I took my education serious at that time and stuff like that. So that was the kind of student I was back in school.
So how then did the music start? Considering that you talked about you were the shy type, you were in all over the place. So when did, the music come to you?
Yeah, well, the music started when I was in high school.
Okay.
Yeah, I started high school in Charles Fowlis.
Right.
And then I moved to SOS.
Yes.
So when I was in Charles Fowlis, I started music, but it wasn't for anything.
Yeah.
But when I went to SOS, I met a couple of guys who were doing music as well.
Yeah.
So like we kind of create a small group.
Right.
Yeah, so we were all doing rap music.
Right.
So that kind of helped me, even though I was a shy boy.
Yeah.
But every time we together, we on stage, like I let that slide, and then I've just become myself and be on stage freely and then do what I gotta do.
So how did it develop from high school, after high school, and
well,
going on? Take me through the transition.
Yeah, well, when I was doing music in high school, that was back from 2011 to 2013.
Right.
Then I left music because family pressure was on me.
They could not accept that.
Exactly. So
wow.
family pressure, so I had to leave completely. So I wasn't doing music from 2013 till 2016.
Wow.
Now, like, I wanted to come and do music as a career.
Yeah.
So back in 2016 was when I came back and started music as a career.
So how did you convince your family?
I didn't convince them. I started rapping, and then you wouldn't believe that, like, I was just telling myself I was just going to come in the game and do one mixtape and then leave, and then none of my family members was going to know I was doing music.
Okay.
That was like my plan.
Okay.
Exactly.
But that plan wasn't going to work.
That plan didn't even work for 1 month. When I started recording, like, I had my first song, and then like that was the first time I had my song, because when I was in high school, I didn't know no DJs.
Okay.
I was just doing music just for school students and stuff like that. But this was the first time a DJ has to play my song on the radio, and we were listening to it. So like the excitement. And, before I could know, 2 weeks my mom had already known that like I started recording. So the pressure was too much. So I was going through this pressure for like 3 months, 4 months, and then I had a record label deal. So now it's like, okay, even though my family is against it, but now I have something that can support me.
Yeah,
so
financially.
I just have to follow my dreams. Yeah.
So you just like that?
Yeah. So
and what's that song?
I had a song with my mother called Burger.
Okay.
It was a song by Sakodi.
Okay.
So we just redo it.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. It was like a cover.
Exactly.
Oh wow. So you just decided to do it.
Yeah.
Just like that.
I was like the pressure and all that, but I didn't have anything. Like at that point, I'm not gonna lie, I was just staying at home because I'm a super introvert. I don't really go out and stuff like that. So I just felt like my life was in the state that I wasn't feeling it. So I need to do something about it. So music was the only thing I saw at that time that could really change my life at some point. So that's why I went for it.
So how did they accept it eventually?
Well, till this day, my mom hasn't really accepted my music 100%. But now she doesn't have a problem with me doing my stuff. But she doesn't want to be part of it as well.
She's not like 100%.
Exactly. So that's one thing too that really saddens me sometimes because I would like to be in a concert and see my mom on the front row. Yeah, but I never had that. You know,
you never had that. But do you think there's a possibility?
Well, yeah, but now we're closer than ever.
You know, at this point, but she's still like, I don't want this.
She would still tell me, man, when are you gonna quit this? When? Yeah, but like now, like me and her, like we have this relationship that we never had in the past. So
maybe she might be convinced.
Yeah. Sometimes,
who knows?
You know, the funny thing is sometimes some of my fans, they don't know that I don't live with my mom at the big house. So they will go to the house and ask about. Then my mom would have to call me and tell me some of your fans, she feels proud about that. So I feel like deep inside she's happy.
You know
but she's not gonna express
You know what?
it.
You know how moms are? She doesn't want to be like Legi Bayana.
Exactly.
Because the floco I want in the beginning. If she's watching, we understand.
Exactly.
You know, the way they do it. So let's just give her, her way to just relax.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I don't involve it. But I know she's happy.
She's happy.
Definitely.
She's happy you're doing this.
Definitely.
You know, and I'm really, really, really motivated by your push. The fact that you were able to push despite all the family pressure to say, guys, I need a break. I'm going to go pursue my dreams. Because most of the time, that is how young people actually lose their way because they're not able to stand their ground when it comes to what they actually like.
Yeah, because I feel like the problem with music is that the concept that people give music is the problem. Because number one, you see artists tell other artists that you cannot be on stage without being a little bit intoxicated.
That's the thing, right? We're going to get into that soon.
I feel like all of these things are the reason why parents just want their kids to be far away from stuff like this. Because once they hear that you are a rapper or you were artist, it's either you are into women or drugs or all this bad influence stuff that people can be in. So that's the problem.
And you're not doing none of that. You don't smoke.
So my thing is, I'm trying to change the concept to tell somebody that
you can be clean.
You don't need to be high to be on stage.
Yes.
You know, if you are high, you are slow. How can you perform? It makes no sense. So if you want to perform and then entertain the crowd, you just need to like be yourself and then just be on stage. And
just be yourself. Be clean, right?
Exactly. All the time.
And Hussein is as
all
clean
the
as
time.
that.
All the
amazing,
time.
Amazing. We're just going to go for a short music break. And when we come back, we'll delve into more of, the tips that you'll be giving young people as to being successful in music. You already gave one. You don't have to touch the drugs. You don't have to touch the things that are going to just change your head or twist. Because you know what? Just recently, I was having a conversation with a group of friends, and we were actually recounting some of the amazing artists we used to know when we were younger. And then some of the people were like, oh, hey, Koku da famlum lal.
Oh, yeah.
The person's out. Ki, nga wax kenen turam, ñu ne la, hey, koku lal na li. They're out. So you can see how much the things they lal is really affecting,
it's very
their lives as to, music and all that. When I mean that, I mean the drugs, right? So we'll just go for a short break, and when we come back, we'll continue a music break. We'll be right back.
Killer season. Them dead. Dada. Chosen one. Nimbo seleta stage waka nyale kama. Everything lit, so expensive ndalbo kama. Nina damen killing yil be yalo musubale kana. Ning highway mo buka wutu no jandel dale kata. Darangaya. Yo darangaya. Darangaya. Sina jallon million down, Sina jallon darefa, Sina jal danga record break nil kun kan jump on a show sold out, Sina jallon buka continuo sukuta ben koma ko eten kun, Sina jallon dare ma ko janyi mod buka araten tu bom jolon tele bari man peteng, ikon damma le kanil keteng, telando kel bete meseng, naji jata keseng, nanil ma ko bang, del ke chokle potra ko bang. Niggas be capping, we the ones popping, night on ya boy bang. Nimbo seleta stage waka nyale kama. Everything lit, so expensive ndalbo kama. Nina damen killing yil be yalo musubale kana. Ning highway mo buka wutu no jandel tale kata. Darangaya. Yo darangaya. Yo, dara nga yep. 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 Yo, dara nga yep.
Right, so that is one of your favorite songs.
Yeah.
Darangayap. You
Yeah.
know, I listened to that song over and over again. You know, I love the whole concept and everything. It's amazing. Although I'm not about the song.
Yeah.
What is it about? I don't get that.
Uh,
Oh, we'll just skip it. Let's skip it. Let's skip it. Let's skip it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Definitely.
moving on,
Yeah.
we're just going to open the lines shortly. So mind you, when we open the lines, we just want you to ask questions based on career-wise, because, you know, one might ask, why is Dada here? We have entertainment shows at QTV, but this is youth dialogue. We are trying to mentor young people. There are young people who want to be great artists, and then we want to use this opportunity, people like Hussein, to actually mentor them directly. So when you call, you know, we are expecting you to ask the relevant questions. I know you want to pick him up and all of that, but we are more interested in the questions and the contributions maybe as to how to improve the Gambia music industry or scene for young people. So we'll open the lines on 5050505 and you will get to call and ask your question. So Hussein, you already gave us one tip about being successful in music. But what other tip is there to ensure that you are successful? Because I see your music as something sustainable. Because we see how artists come it goes down. Yeah. It comes, it goes down. But I'm seeing you're maintaining a particular standard. So how are you doing that as a young person?
Well, actually, like as an artist, like number one thing that always keeps you on the top level is your music. You know, because that's what the fans listen to. You know, that's what they appreciate. It doesn't matter like what kind of human being you are or whatever. The music, if it's not good, it doesn't matter how big you are. If the music starts feeling, or if the music starts sounding bad to the fans, definitely it's gonna affect your career one way or the other. That's why most of the artists, you see them up one time and then they go down. Like that's just nature. Like you know, because like you cannot be on top forever. There are people who are more lucky to be on top for a longer time.
Right.
There are other people that like just come 1, 2, 3 years and then they're gone. Others 5. So it depends. But the music is everything. You know, and then with the music, it like it comes with the focus and then the dedication to your work. Because like mostly we see most of us artists, we work and then have 2 hit songs, and then now we feel like, you know, we have to relax for another 7. Yeah, but like that's all of us included,
including
myself.
yourself.
Yeah.
You have, you know, felt like that at some point.
The reason why I'm telling you that, so many times when I have a show, a concert, and then after the concert, you wouldn't believe that for 4 or 5 months, I wouldn't want to have anything to do with music.
You just want to relax.
Yeah, because you know why? I'll feel too exhausted. Because now in Gambia, the problem is once you have a show, you are 100% involved into whatever the show requires.
Okay.
The promotion, the moving from one place to another.
The money.
In other countries, it's easier. You have a team that do all of this stuff for you. But in Gambia, once you involve people to do it for you, it's a big problem.
They can scam you.
Yeah, so you have to do everything. So that's why after shows, you see artists take a long break.
Okay.
Because then you're mentally exhausted.
Health,
you're exhausted completely.
Mm-hmm.
So now music, if you hear music, like you just want to run away.
Right.
So those are the kind of things. So for other artists, for them to even come back is a problem. Because now, like, you know, every time you hear music, you're just too tired. Your mind is lazy. You cannot write. So it's crazy, you know. And if we can have a change towards that, it would be very good. Yeah,
that would be better.
Very good.
How about lyrics? Because sometimes you're a young person, a lot of young person, then la topa. So how do you shape it to ensure that you are that role model? Because with what you do, you are a role model there. That's what young people are going to look at.
Definitely.
So how do you put that into consideration with the work that you do?
Well, actually, I'm very careful with my lyrics mostly because like I'm trying to see maybe not just the kids are listening to
Right.
it. Maybe not just the older people are listening. So you have different people, different ears. You know, like let's say when I started music, I didn't really used to care about what I'm saying out there because then I was just a young kid.
person.
Yeah, I was naive and stuff like that. But now, like I'm trying to see what are the kind of people listening to my song, especially on my new album.
Right.
You will see that I was very careful with my lyrics.
Right.
You know, like even the foul words and stuff like that. You wouldn't find any of those there.
That's good.
Yeah,
That's
because
good.
like the kids are listening,
That's
and these are
good.
kids that will take your lyrics and
And
go
run with it.
Exactly.
Run with
So they might be saying your lyrics in front of somebody, like an older person. They'd be like, who is teaching
right?
these kids stuff like that?
So we have a
yeah.
caller on the line. Good evening. Yeah, we lost that. We lost that. But I'm happy that, you know, the lyrics is just something that you put into consideration.
Definitely,
But Hussein, how much do you think the Gambian music industry is moving? Because if you ask me, I'll say it's slow. Maybe it's because I'm sitting far.
Yeah.
I'm not in it.
Yeah.
I'm not involved. I'm not, you know. But obviously, I love the songs. It's going well. But sometimes I feel like it's slow when I take a look at countries like Nigeria, countries like Ghana. It might be unfair to actually judge the Gambia based on those countries. But whatever judgment that an individual makes, you must have a benchmark.
Yeah, definitely.
So how do you see it, especially amongst young people?
Well, actually, Gambian music can be seen in a sense like this. The music, when it comes to the fans, it's growing. Because one, I could say the fans are now coming to the shows in large numbers.
That is done.
But for the growth of the music, it's slow.
The industry, man gisuma ko, man personally. Why am I caller? Ma
okay.
interrupt la fufu. Good evening.
Hello, Jenaba.
Naam. How are you?
I'm fine, and you?
I'm good. Do you have a question or any contribution for our artists here today? Can you hear me? Oh, we lost. Why are we just losing our callers? Yeah, you were saying the industry is not moving.
Yeah, so the industry is not moving because the industry is not doing what it's supposed to. Because that's what I was coming. There's
because
no industry.
I'm organized setup.
Exactly. So
because come in decade, I'm set up.
Yeah, because the problem with Gambia is that I feel like ego monumental.
Okay.
You know, like because on my new album, you can see the first song on the album.
Yeah.
You know, I'm trying to tell everybody that like unity is everything.
Exactly.
Yeah, because like when I went to Europe, it's when I knew that if we don't unite now, we're not gonna make what we want in this music.
Right.
Because like had it been that like okay.
Yeah. So sorry to interrupt.
Okay,
we have another call. I
another
hope
call.
we get this one. Good evening.
Hello.
Hello. Good evening. What is your name?
Dusula.
Dudu nga tuda.
Wa dama buga wa Hussein Dada.
Wa mung la diga.
Waaw maa laa dégg naa def. Allo.
Hello.
Yéen a ngi fine.
waa yéen baalal nañ leen waa nañ leen bàyyi.
waaw yéen moom yéen am ngeen loo leen bëgg ba pare.
waaw dégg ngeen tontu wax ngeen mu tontu leen. ñoom xam nga lu ñu si bëggoon wax ñu tontu.
Oh man maa leen gën a like waaye thank you so much kontaan naa.
all right thank you. waaye man de Hussein man nag dafa am lu ma naxari. balaa ñoo proceed si interview bi. xam nga lu tax lii naxari ma. man def naa youth dialogue 5 years. maa ngi taxaw fii di def youth dialogue yaa ngi understand. di read news di dugga ka génn di daw si dëkk yi bi even outside Gambia sax dama faa dem report dëkka tu dëkka daw fu nekk. kenn musul maa call fii di yuuxu. yéen a bon.
non
waaye ñii ñoo bon waaye lii na Hussein lii naxari na ma de. kenn musu fee kool di yuuxu because da nga bëgg a wax ak Jenaba Sonko waaye gis naa foo leen ma teg man mer naa gis naa fu ma teg damaa mer. So moving on, industry bi yaa ngi wane ego moo fa nekk.
Yeah, big time. Like,
okay.
Yeah, because I feel like sometimes before we reach out to each other and just settle our differences, then allow some ego come like mu grow to a point that now like we don't even want to like have anything to do with each other. It's a big problem in the industry because like unity nekufa. unity from nekut boy pour progress neka fofu nonu dafa over difficult and this is something that I want to fight for to see everybody come together nga gis ne dinañ mëna tok ci ben room ñuy decide
why da ngeen day am young people yi sa di bifante
but it's crazy but then
yow sa bokon nga
but yeah but like
bokon nga ci lolu
yeah lolu la nekk di woni mota manela ne am nga the thing is like da nga gis ne comme most of us like are very young like da nga gis ne suñ xalaat bi ak yoy nonu ba da nga gis
waaye léegi change na waaye dañ am call good evening Bobu dem na because there was a time bokon nga ci you
yeah that's what I'm telling you because like last year I was into a lot of controversies, I'm not gonna lie.
Wow.
And then those are not things that I'm really proud of.
Okay.
Like munna openly when they come, those are things I really regret because this not impact boom I'm saying.
Wow.
So then I guess this year, that's why I don't want to go back to those kind of things. Because if I have to fight with anything now, is to see poverty out of the line.
Okay. In 2024.
Yeah, 2024 exactly. Because 2023 Jen. But 2023 I've been peaceful with everybody too as well.
Peaceful.
Yeah.
So aside from that, then there was out of the young artists in the Gambia, you are the most humble. So how did that come about? You know, humble. Do you gonna, stand, talk to your people? Like there's that sort of calmness.
Yeah, well, actually, that maybe from Jogela Tamil. You know, they've never teach like to look down on people.
So we're just gonna hold that right there. We have a caller. Good evening.
Hello, nangende.
Jamarek.
Naka good evening, ngi fine.
Ñu ngi fine. Bul yu hude.
Ana dada.
No to da.
Ana dada kam.
My cool, alhamdulillah. Yo nak.
Ma kontaan ni ma wax ak yow ni sax.
Oh, same here. Yo, thank you so much. No to da.
Oh, li ngay def ñu ci kontaan bu baax a baax.
Kontaan naa trop.
Ki la yob rek dañ koy
rata. Kon kenn du yab dara de. Kon kenn du yab dara. Ma ne ko gaay dégg nañ la boy. Thank you so much. My fine. Amin. Amin.
Wow, why sister? Sister doguma la de. Sister yaa ma dégg.
Waaw maa la dégg.
Waaye yow dada ñëw na fii ak yooyu yëpp man yaaga naa di def fii programme musuloo kool nga ne ma maa ngi kontaan maa ngi wax ak yow.
Am nga ku nekk ak sa fan.
Waa baax na waaye xam nga suma programme nga kool léegi tey ma dog sa kool.
Dama nga yow.
Ma ne ko kontaan naa waay jërëjëf waay thank you so much.
Thank you. We appreciate you. Thank you so much. Maa ngi tooñ gay baax na man daal loolal dada laa ko bàyyee man of the moment jeex na jëlal the problem. But you were talking about where you were born and how you were raised.
Yeah, and then at some point in my life, I was in a boarding school, like, to just memorizing Quran and stuff. Yeah, I was there for 8 months. So, like, you see the lifestyle there and how we used to live. It's no way possible that you can come from that and still be out there looking down on people or trying to act funny with people and stuff like that. So maybe that's the reason. But man, I feel like I've been like this from day one. But
it's good that you mentioned them Quranic memorization school because another misconception moi hate na ñi nga xamne dañ dé rap they're not Islamic. Xam nga you know ni yep.
Well, people know they am hanga mota manela those are the kind of concept that I want to change because like da nga gis normally okay like people so they don't want their kids to even do music and stuff like that. It's because they just feel like once he's into the music, come into drugs, into parties, and this is the things that like okay, at some point I was a little bit caught up into it.
Wow, but
they have never ever like Musuma reached to a point that I'm losing myself.
Wow, okay.
I've never ever reached to that point. Right now, I'm totally losing myself. So like sometimes that's why I told you that my mom right now, she's very happy because no one is coming to her telling her you understand? So and then one thing she always tell me is that like stay firm to your salah, and then that's one thing I always make sure that like is intact. So so let them not try to poison anybody's mind that once you went to this, you need to leave the other one. Nah, I don't feel like that's how it's supposed to be. Exactly.
Nañ delluwaat si industry because young people yi like consider yen ni ngeen yongee nii yéen ay nekk si industry bi for the next years yu ñëw. So su réglé wutee yen la moo affect at the end of the day. So man li ma bëgg a xam mooy musuma toog dégg ne nominate nañ artist si award boo xam ne dafa am substance. Kon industry bi naka lañ mun a def léegi yow yaa ngi si industry bi xam nga naka la ban innovative approach nga feel ne lañ war a use pour mu organise ba nga xam ne we can even have representatives music festivals or dara su amee ñi nga xam ne they will stand on you people seen behalf wala entries for awards how man naka la dee demee waaye gisanguma loolu man
I just feel like the only thing lu war a am moo nekk ne people that are Gambians there are a lot of Gambians you have the big DJs like outside big promoters these are the guys that needs to start flowing our music outside Gambia yeah because fii mënuñ koo def amuñ link boobu noonu amuñ connection because you know why population bi dafa ndaw torop loolu dafa over affect Gambia in so many ways but da nga gis ne if we have Gambians yu nekk outside dañ bari and some of them they own clubs some of them they DJs some of them they promoters if these people start forcing the people outside to listen to Gambian music by force because Nigerian yi loolu la gay def
waaw dañ leen ko impose
yeah they make sure ne like every Nigerian DJ out there will play like 10 12 20 30 Nigerian songs bala setan bi DJ so by force even if you don't like it those people don't know what the people are saying
after dan ko dey mean
so that's why now the industry is one of the biggest in the world so Gambian you nekk outside instead of guys promote foreign music they need to start putting out
problem la de because man Gambia daal gisuma leen
that's the only way
comme dama honest comme ni nga wax crowd baa ngi yokku nit ñaa ngi dem shows waaye gisuma doxut
because soo gisee ma la wax loolu bu ma demoon Europe suma toobi like suñ shows yuñ am yëpp 99% yëpp Gambians lañ and that's bad you know like that's bad because like exactly so that's what I'm talking about so yeah you will see once we have concerts 99 or 98% of all because even the other people that comes dafa nekk ne okay kii dafa am
xarit kii mu indi waale ko
cepe tubaab wala dafa am boyfriend
so ñu ngi am benn call
exactly so
good evening
asalaamaaleykum
waaleykum salaam na nga def fine da nga am question wala comment
yow nu mu fa demee maa ngi nii rek ba noo tudda ak fooy koole Brufut so Junior mbaa nga enjoy programme bi rek yeah so da nga am any question boo bëgg a laajte wala
no man boy neex boy
yo thanks man Junior man kontaan naa man thanks
dama bëgg nga feature mo boy
yeah artist nga
artist la
this is the beauty of the show
yeah kon boy yo kañ soo pare rek faj ñu dara ñu seet hanga
ma faj leen dara
waaw waxal si beat bi jëlal waxal dara yaa
waa acca nga jàpp tegu si yoon ni ko dóori waa ni ko foog ma fight amet be job ni ko foog ma coop bokk ñu géem luñ teg ma tegee ñii fi ñu jëm man foofu laa jóge ma gaaw comme get fayda
gaaw comme get fayda
nga ne boo dee Brufut kon Brufut am na stade
waaw
so dama bëgg nga picc
waa léegi yow looy def te du am nga Instagram right nga ne Junior nga tudda waa léegi yow send ma message Instagram rek
okay
waaw wax ma ne yow Junior rek man
ba pare mun na moo bàyyi number am tam si technician
exactly waaw
mun ngaa bàyyi sa number si technician si suuf okay thank you so yeah this is the beauty of it all
exactly man
ba pare yow nag gis naa ne dang dee mën a collaborate ak young ones
yeah definitely
you're open to them
because bu ma doon start bu ma doon start man tamit my first song with Mass Mother how ma ko won like I only listened to his songs and I was a fan so like I just sent him the beat I wasn't even in the studio we never met when he was recording you know I just called him somebody gave me his number and I was like I left this particular song and there is a free verse I would like you to do something on it and he didn't comme tegul fa beneen baat sax comme waxuma ne comme try nga jox ma fuel money wala dafa dem studio rek mu record ko so like you know I always dem back to loolu noonu xam nga so when I see the young cats like unless I don't like what is being presented to me yeah but if I like it definitely there are a lot of young artists yoo xam ne am na songa guy like butut sa comme like I didn't charge for it
okay so is it like kon Hussein dafa am xaalis ak yooyu noonu
that's why I don't charge for collab
damaa laajte naka la industry bi mel comme the bills are getting paid damaa laajte
the bills are getting paid but like still like you know we still have our struggles and stuff like because
so what are some of the struggles
the struggles are like the number one struggle about Gambian music is that every time you have a show you have to do everything for yourself like and then once after the show is off like you have little gigs that come in and there because like bills they always come no mom do ñaka am nga and then you have to like da nga bëgg expand not just musically but da nga bëgg like shine sa bopp feneen and build things and stuff so da nga gis ne comme these are all struggles because at the end of the day
but we have a caller on the line
hello
naka nga tudda ak foo ñoo callee
like my name is DJ Galis
okay
and I'm calling from Paradise Estate
But you also tour big around there, DJ Galis.
DJ Galis, yeah.
Yeah. So DJ Galis, ngana nakanak.
Yeah, I'm doing good. I just want to contribute in the program.
Yeah.
Please go ahead.
Like concerning Gambian artists, how to do and help each other.
Okay.
Because manama fogne like we can help each other. Tefeka duneka with enemy or other things like that. Because about the guy, I'm a word to that our league in a mom this year, but be enemy with anybody.
Wow.
Yeah, true.
Because if you see other countries like that that the big artists are doing, because they are the one who raise the upcoming artists, no they push it out.
Okay.
Then you can ega the level when you ega. Para mo gis ne Gambia rek la gis ne rangé gis artist bi am event artist bi jël the same date. Te foog naa even amuñ music industry ñun artistes yi ñu ni neen artistes yi neen ñoom mun nañoo fight loolu ba loolu du am.
True.
Because example lay joxe soo xoolee Sénégal ndax mos nañoo gis Youssou Ndour Wally ñu tegal Ndour show at the same day. Mosuta am and they are all big artists su leen neexoon gars yi ñu def ko. Te foog naa Gambia dafa ndaw the population are there to support the artists.
True.
Waaye foog naa artistes yi ñooy wane loo xam ne dina tax population bi tey ñu taxaw ne dégg suñu artistes yi fu mu nekk nii pare nañ pour ñu pousse leen.
Dëgg la.
That keep it up because fu mu nekk nii music standard dafa toll foo xam ne nii we are not doing it for Gambia, we are doing it for the international level.
Man de loolu laay séntu man.
So let's do something which you know that not Gambian only ñoo ko déglu feel it waaye other countries dinañ ko déglu feel ko.
waaw yéen DJ yi nag foo leen féetee.
Yeah, we are doing all our best because man, I'm working in a nightclub at Senegambia. Man, I make so small play small show. Even today, 4 or 5 Gambian artists, I must play their songs.
Amazing.
That's great.
They put support guide because any other country board them they support their artists.
Okay.
Because man, do my have to that the more just songs I make play. I'm a DJ. I have to find out songs that si palaneka. Pana pan magene ko. Because you know that they need me mean ko. You go ham don ham ko.
That's amazing, man. Amazing, bro.
Lola bugo na contribute. Papa ni ko wish a good luck si this upcoming show we ñu.
Yeah, man. Thanks.
Amen.
You egal nga rate bi 200 waaye this time around dañ bëgg mu ega above 100.
Yeah.
Mungo.
Inshallah.
Yeah,
man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Inshallah.
Boy, Galis, boy, one more thing for you, yeah? The man buga want to just keep your head high and take it easy on the girls, boy.
Waa Galis waa léegi man xam nga li ma jaaxal xanaa Galis yow gaal si rek nga dee playal mbala ak lii woyi
it's just that I love my mom and I love
waaw yee
Galis
waxal loo bëgg a wax Galis yow am nga jabar
boy Galis sa excuse boobu ñorul de
abo misele ko Galis ko dara
boy añiwe Galis muy bang ilo excuse we danjande kano fo mo ko de
no abo misele ko Galis rek aba ko le ko wo futu tale
waa léegi Galis okay wo futu tale which means am na jabar danga lokki so amutoon jabar tey ma teg la fi tee sante bu metti
no wife bi jar naani busy galu
okay let's let it slide. Thank you so much.
Now over appreciate them, man. Big time, boy. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Yeah, Hussein, I think we're running out of time eventually. Okay. But then what motivated this album?
Well, okay, the album, to be honest, when I was creating it, I didn't really have a motive because I wasn't even planning on doing an album this year. I wanted to do an EP, but then my nephew, he was like so against it. So that's why we started doing the album. That's why the name of the album was International Local, because when I was creating the album, I didn't even had like a
specific name on it, like a concept.
So I just had a song with Uche, and then he did the hook, and then had this International Local on it. So when I was looking for a name, that's when this International Local came. So this songs, the reason why this album became very good is because we had so many songs on it, but after we started picking out some songs and then adding others.
Okay, so there one singer
the track number 1, let me tell you how the track number 1 came, which is now the most talked about song on the album.
Right.
Because once you listen to the song, you're like, whoa, the level of growth in this guy is crazy.
Yeah,
so like this song, we started working on it like 3 weeks ago. It was never, it never existed when we had a full album without this song. But there was this night, I was just sitting, so there was a couple of guys on Twitter who were really criticizing like what I was putting out lately.
Yes.
You know, so that very night I was in my feelings. I was just like, you know, like your feelings just hurt.
It's coming.
Yeah, so people like are downplaying your work and stuff. So I was in my feelings, so I couldn't sleep. It was dark, no light, no nothing. I was like, I want to work on a song. So I just downloaded the beat, and then this idea just came. So that was how I really did that song, and then I took it to the studio, and then I record, and I was like, this is gonna be the intro of the song.
And then
and I'm very happy that today, all the artists, most of the artists, they really heard their name on the record. They called me like, we never thought that, you know, you could have done a record and mention our name, because most of these guys are artists from 10 years, 15 years ago.
So like, we should give them their flowers. They paved the way.
That's the main reason why I even did the song, so that I can tell every artist that we don't need to fight each other. It's by luck. It's by luck that today Hussein Dada is in his prime, and your prime was yesterday. But you have already contributed what you had to on the industry. So I had to give you your flowers. So
and I love that. When is this? When is the launching again?
December 9.
Okay, Lolo, sorry,
it's not. It's in 3 weeks.
That's just around the corner.
It's just around the corner.
But
right now,
so let's take the last caller.
Okay.
Good evening.
Hello.
Walaikum salam.
Allo Perato.
Kara. Eba nyari.
Allo Mbijarek.
Ito di ma. Hussein Fele da tel badiamo ke. Ito di ma.
Nte jako nem.
Mum.
Ko.
Eko. Me moede. Eko ito.
Mon jako latu de jako.
Ah jato. Oh jato nanga def. Ak foy kole.
Jakong.
Jakong.
Wow.
Oh foy kole.
Man busumbala neka di kole.
Busumbala. Mba yaa ngi enjoy programme bi.
Maa ngi enjoy programme bi waxal dara bu génne space bi tuuti.
Da ngeen bëgg a gis kanam bi Dada bi.
Ba ma gis kanam am bi tuuti.
Yow nag maa ngi
maa ngi enjoy programme bi te moom bi tuuti te dañu la. Dada moom.
Da nga bëgg a gis bëti Dada yi. Da nga bëgg a gis Dada bu taami. Waay li leen naa dégg de.
Man suma bëti moom suma jabar rek a ko dee gis de.
Kontaan naa trop bien.
Jërëjëf waay.
Jërëjëf anti. Anti jërëjëf.
Nam naa ko.
Nam nga Dada.
Jërëjëf.
Jërëjëf.
Waaw nopp na Dada kañ moo tax mu bëgg a gis bëti
jaal na ma di.
But anyway, Dada leeral nga ko sa jabar rek jeex na nga wax ne emale na ko. We have 3 minutes to go. So this is December 9th. So plan si fan la as we speak.
Well, actually right now I believe almost everything is done. And shout outs to QCell, you know, for being the main sponsors of this show. You know, like I said, this is family. I'm always here, like we're always doing our stuff. So December 9th, all my fans.
So what is changing? Let me improve. Because
I'm not gonna say what is like they know, like the value of the album will tell you what is coming.
What is coming.
So I can feel the vibration and they can feel it as well.
So collaborations, man buka na tok ba dega Hussein Dada mo ngi collaborate ak Davido wala Wizkid wala ñom Rema ñom
it will be a dream come
true. Li nam ñew.
Yeah, but we will
get
there, inshallah. Yeah, we will get there, inshallah. It's just time, slowly but surely.
Why legi label bula sign on? What's the name?
Runway Entertainment. Yeah. So,
are you still with them?
I'm a solo artist now.
You're a solo artist, and that's better.
Yeah, way better, man. Like you make your own decisions. You do your stuff. Like every artist out there wish to be on the label when they're like coming up.
Okay.
And when you are like now an established artist, you want to be by yourself because you want to make your decisions.
Why they gonna dem be make ko tuti rek ngeen abandon.
No, definitely not. But
because for example, Don Jazzy, ñom Rema ñom ki yep ang si ronam.
Yeah. But Rema ñom yep they are kids. Yeah, Rema yep they're very young. So at the time Rema we aga like 28, 29. I believe alone. Exactly because Lolo moko fa mom si bopa even Don Jazzy si bopa am def ko am nga def
release
ko
exactly. Because even Keys Tiwa Savage at some point
definitely. So every artist you want to be on the label so that they can help you become who you are.
So what is Dada investing on? Bena bes na dinañ tok ba nga am sa label bopa di recruit ay xalé. Dafa melni footballers ci ñu dé tok rek jëndé team.
Unfortunately, Dada is not looking into investing anything musically.
Okay.
Yeah, music is something that I would do and then just let it slide. Because I believe that with this album, I've already completed my quest for Gambian music as at now.
Okay.
You know, because the album, when it came out, you know, people had to put it on a pedestal, put it up there. So like that's something that really makes me happy. So whatever happens in the future,
meaning Dada ngi invest yeneen bagages.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so December 9th, inshallah. Du may dem concert nag waaye bi kuma fa degaat na
man des ma la gisul moom dinañ fi ñëwaat.
Bi kuma fi degaat na mamas. Congratulations. To be honest, I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you. And I'm sure that all the young people watching are proud of you. Definitely. And they would love to follow your footsteps. Definitely. So to be Hussein Dada, you don't have to use drugs. You know, you have to be dedicated to your deen. He mentioned it and all the other good things that he's doing currently. Definitely. To be him. If you go the opposite way, you cannot be Hussein Dada. And he said it. Stay in school. Tell them.
100%.
Stay
Focus
in school.
on your books.
Yeah, stay in school. Do they ngeen ki angale yu ne hi mo laka. Yen tamit angale bi ko laka na nga stay in school. But thank you so much for joining us. Looking forward to December 9th inshallah at Q City. Till we come your way next week with another interesting program. Bye bye.